Oh, shit.
We have a total 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here.
Hey everybody, welcome to Community Service Podcast. And yes, I just messed up the name to my own podcast. I am aware. You don't need to poke fun. He is off his rocker. No shit. I've been saying it my whole life. My mom's been saying it my whole life. It's set in. Anyways, I love you all. You've been showing up to my shows, and we're coming to a city near you. Where are we going next, Craig? I'll tell ya. Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Kansas City, Montana, coming home to Burbank. Those are all headlining dates.
Missouri.
Fuck. Should I leave it in?
Yeah.
No. Hey, Missouri, I'm sorry. Just go to my goddamn show. I'm a human being. Because your stupid initials says M.O. You did it. I know Kansas is in Missouri, but it's M.O. Should be M.I., but that's Mississippi. It was already taken now, was it? Well, grow a pair of balls and start another civil war. Who's
Michigan.
M.I.? That's Michigan? What's M.I.?
Michigan.
No, what's Mississippi? I meant to say.
MS.
Man, fuck our country. This is the shittiest intro ever. I'm telling you, go to my show. I'm saying the wrong city and this and that thing. We'll leave it in. What do you want from me? I'm a human being. Anyways, December 8th, Burbank, California. Those are all headlining sets. I'll be doing 45 to an hour if you want all my jokes. I also reside in Los Angeles, but I don't really put those on my website. A lot of times I get booked last minute day of. But check my stories out on my Instagram account and Facebook account. I share them. And people are like, why don't you promote? Because yesterday I got booked at 4 p.m. for a show at 8 p.m. I literally can't sometimes. But check out my stories. I perform Los Angeles almost nightly when I'm in town. Almost so much so to it's a detriment to my health. Because I literally was like, stay home and I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I'm like, but it's the Comedy Store. And it is. And I was with Bill Burr last night. So it is what it is. My mental health and general health take a hit, but it's okay because I'm with Bill fucking Burr and I don't give a shit. We'll go dark for that. No, I'm fine. That's what the weed's for. I don't want to quit. Anyways, I love you all. Tune in. This is a good episode. We keep it light and dark and positive and dark and, yin and the yang. I'm a conundrum over here. And tune in right now. I have to go now. I have diarrhea. Fucking dirty rotten McDonald's gave me food poisoning. You're going to hear about it. Thank you. Peace. Dingleberry on there. Take that. Did you get that on tape?
Yes.
Gotta be funny. Ooh, I just gotta get some coffee in my system. Make me poo-poo my pants. I have had explosive diarrhea for 2 days now. This is what happens now when we do solos. I opened up with poopies out the gate. I'm sorry, y'all. Normally it's supposed to be at the end. But morning sunshine, here comes a Hershey Kiss surprise. Oh, are those Fruit of the Looms a fudge factory now? Somebody had some caffeine now, didn't we? Hiya. Who wants to see my hairy toes? Wiki feet. Hey, man, you give me $1 million, you can suck my toes. Give me $1 million, I'm fucking broke. Suck my toes, you fucking freak. You freak foot freaks. There's something to it. There's some science behind it. I ain't into no toes. Get your Frodo Baggins the fuck out of here. I don't want your Joe Rogan thumb toe up in my mouth. Especially chicks. They got those ballet feet. They wear high heels and put Band-Aids to look good. We don't give a shit. I mean, nice calves, lady, but you don't need to put on high heels. They made a song called Legs, and now high heels has been popular ever since. I blame ZZ Top. She got legs. Too bad we couldn't play a sample because YouTube be clack-clabakan. What happened there, Craig? Cock-blocking. Hey, welcome to the Silly Goose Podcast, where I go haka-blocking. Life's hard. I'm on zero sleep. I'm gone fucking 8 straight weekends in a row. I'm underwater, people. I'm living my dream, though. I'm happy. I'm so happy. But I tell you what, I'm fucking tired. Whew. I mean, why am I sober? If there's any time to do Adderalls right now, move over. What happened there, Craig? You did it again now, didn't you? I try to talk fast and then my words don't come out. That happened to y'all. I can't take Adderall. It makes my dick hard and everything interesting. I'll marry the wrong woman. I'm just kidding. That's a great joke. No, but Adderall is bad, guys. I mean, all right. Blah, blah, blah. It is. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying it. We might have to bleep that because Big Pharma will ding my algorithms. I'll go from 2,000 views to 1,000. Changing the world 1,000 views at a time. Come on, YouTube. Shine a light on me. You know I'm spitting some truth. These kids take speed to calm down. For 10 years. What happens after 10 years? You're fucking weird because you're on meth. I know them. I'm friends with them. Yeah, my mom put me on Adderall when I was 8. And yeah, now you're a shell of a person. You're fucking weird, man. I love you. You're my piece, you know. If my mom knew about Adderall, I would have been on it. I'll tell you that much. I would be in the same boat as you. But she gave me this thing called Kool-Aid, which does the same thing. It might be worse, to be honest. I mean, you know the tale. I was hand pouring my own Kool-Aid at 7 years old. They taught me how to make it. You think I just put 1 cup of sugar? No, I double down, bitches. Give me syrup. I want some tropical punch syrup. Let's wear this enamel off. Let's swish around. Let's freeze it. Let's make popsicles out of it. I used to microwave gummy worms and drink the goop. I am not well. I am not well. You just gotta laugh at that shit. Who cares? If you weren't given the tools to deal with life, fucking go outside and dig a turd out of the soil. There's your tool. God gave you some shit in them. Sell it on the internet to some idiot in fucking probably LA, to be honest. Oh, look at these moose turds. I'll support a hippie in Portland. Good. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's better than Walmart. You know, corporate cocksuckers, you know. Well, we're just riffing it. I got all these notes. I hadn't touched one. See what happens when you start talking about diarrhea. I think McDonald's gave it to me. I ate McDonald's late night on the drive home from Phoenix. It was like, do I starve or do I eat plastic? I know it's plastic. But them scientists make that plastic taste mighty good. It smells good. You can just smell the manufactured flavors that is McDonald's. You're like, oh, that's a chemical receptor, and I know it's false. I know I should, you know, eat some wild berries and nuts, but that's pussy shit. Give me the cancer. I want some microplastics in my lungs. Can you help me out, Mickey D's? I'll take 2 Happy Meals. I'll eat the bucket, too. It's better than the burger. Fucking bastards. It almost sucks being awake because you know there's poison in everything, and you just fracture. And you just go, natural flavors. That can mean a lot of things. Fragrance. There's chemical endocrine disruptors in that. They lie to you. Beaver's butts is deemed as all natural. You've been eating ass. You've been eating ass. I'm all over the place, but there's chemical in a beaver's ass called castoreum. It's in raspberry, strawberry, and vanilla flavorings. Cookies, candies, crackers, breakfast cereals, instant oatmeals. Know your history. There's beaver's butts in your gut. You thought you're Christian, you've been rolling with the devil. You've been eating ass. You've been eating ass your whole life. That's a bit I do called Beaver's Butts, but I did it pretty well on the podcast. Come to a live show if you want the full version. That's the Cliff Notes. CraigConant.com. Look at that. I'm a marketing machine, mama. I should eat mushrooms more often in the daytime. Look how articulate I am, minus 2 mistakes. I'm surprised I remembered the 2. Sometimes I'm sober and I'm more... That's probably why I like drugs. When I'm sober, I'm more fucked up than when I'm on some things. But it's like you got a little caffeine, a little marijuana, a little mushroom. You got to... I'm not Christopher Lloyd. I'm not a scientist. I can't handle this. You know what I mean? I'm not inventing McLoreans that travel through time. Now you got to play Johnny Be Good at the dance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It makes some of sense. Some of sense. Oh, boy, that didn't make no sense. Yeah. Okay, so diarrhea. I don't know. I've been having the bubble guts. Normally, I'm a man of let's fucking blow the building up, but I'll hit the radio when I've been pooping because it's those weird noises. It sounds like dial-up. Remember dial-up?
Yeah.
It sounds like AOL Instant Messenger when you're talking to a hot girl in Massachusetts that's probably a 40-year-old man. And you're like, fuck. Remember that? Everyone was lying about what they were. Weird. I'm sure they still are. I don't do that shit no more. I got Instagram. I'm an adult. Instant Messenger. This is probably weird chat forums. Remember chat roulette? Every third one was like a fat cock. You're like, come on, dude. Every now and then there was some titties, though. That was cool. That was like Snapchat before Snapchat. That's probably what inspired Snapchat. Wow. Crazy. It's true. Can't there just be a platform where you can consensually send stuff? Big, sometimes they'll just send the dick pic. No, not warranted, not asked. That's criminal. But there's the yin and the yang. Hey, let me see your Prince Albert. Okay, let me see your ginger snaps. What does that mean, Craig? I don't know. I just like ginger snaps. Could be your nipples or your vagina. Everything's crass, Craig. All right, clean it up. All right, we'll pull it back. Okay, love and light. Don't go there. Yeah, but there's truth in that too. It's just like everything's so black and white. It's like, no, there's like some people want to rub it out, to someone across the country. And there's screen recordings now. It's not good. It's not good. If it's, synergy. If you're both whacking it. It's bad if just one party's whacking it. It gets a little weird. Okay, let's bust these notes out. Where's my pad? Where's my Brillo pad? Amazon Basics, the devil. Don't support them. Cheap pads. They are exactly that, though. You get for what you pay for. I noticed I bought the cheap pads because it was, like $5 cheaper. But they're a little thinner, and then you tear them. There's little frays, and these little papers end up on your floor. So just pay the $5 because this company is probably going to make AI butt fuck you one day. And I mean, if you're into that, that's fine. But like it control your life. How about that? That's and I still bought their shit. I mean, what am I gonna do? He's the devil. Fucking, you think Papermate's not killing some poor black or brown people in some country for their trees? You can't win. You throw a rock, you hit a criminal, fucking selling you the goods they stole from innocent victims on the other side of the world. Anyways, that's why I hate like anybody judging people for supporting one guy. It's like, okay, go in your closet, go in your cabinet. They're all criminals. They're all war criminals. They're all war criminals. Apple or Microsoft, pick your poison. Criminal. I don't know what they did, but you can't be that big and control that many people without stepping on some few souls. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no proof. It ain't even theory. You got a fucking logical brain in your head. You can see it, you dumb fuck. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't mean that. I'm tired of people like, how do you know that? I don't know. It's logic. You just look at it. Oh, that's criminal. How are we being taxed for global warming when corporations are responsible for 90% of the pollution? Oh, I won't ask questions. I'll just take the tax. It's them. They did it. Tax them. Anyways, to die. Change your mind, Craig. Positive. Light. Love and light. Love and light. It's hard to focus on love and light when the devils are running the show. And I'm over here trying to make $6 a month. They ding my algorithms. I better stop cussing. We got dinged. I remember we got dinged. I cuss. See, this is the problem. Chelsea Lynn spoke about it. We have to water it down. I cuss 3 times in the first 10 seconds. And then my YouTube channel is now restricted. algorithm restricted. You got to go to the adults. The kids can't hear you cuss. The kids are drinking Tide Pods. They need me. They fucking need me. I'm the poster boy of why you don't drink Tide Pods. Eat them, whatever they're doing. They're cooking with NyQuil. You pussies, go do some cocaine with Oxycontin. At least you'll have a good time. I'm just kidding. Do not do that. You'll probably die. That's a bad thing. That was a joke. People take everything as the Bible, even though that's bullshit. We know it. You know what I meant by that. I mean, half of it might be good, but it was rewritten, manipulated. You don't need to go to church and give somebody your money. Go to the beach, swim in the water. Your dick's in God. You're welcome. You're welcome. Or your pussy, whatever you got. It's in God. It's all up in it. It goes in you too. It gets up in that, you know? And you're like, oh, God's in my asshole. You don't need to go to church. You get something else in your asshole, but that ain't God. That's a life ruiner is what that happened. You know? That priest done got up in you. They don't even fire him. They just ship him to another county. Then he ruins some other poor kid's life. Oh, that's terrible. Why am I laughing at that? Hey, man. I'm telling you, go to the beach. I'm the solution. Come on in, mister. Oh, yeah, I got a cat for the pot. Now we're cooking. This is what you pay the big bucks for. Just kidding. It's a free podcast. Ugh. I should get that Patreon back up. Life is hard. Mister, get over here, man. Come on. Come on, doggy. Come on, doggy. Come on, man. I don't need this phone. This thing's cancer. This shit emits so much fucking radiation, whatever. There's colon cancer now. They sell these little tiles you put on it. It's supposed to reduce. I'm like, is it? It does it. Of course, I bought 4 of them. Hey, huzzah. Mister, I fucking love you, bro. What's up? You need a cat, a dog, any animal. Have you looked outside? Get an animal. It's a different kind of love. They put their asshole in your face, give you pink eye, fantastic. Now you got something else to deal with. You're not thinking about the Illuminati coming in, making you into a barcode, you know? I don't want to be a barcode. So what if I thought about getting one tatted on me as irony when I was 18? Are you chewing my head? Oh, this is just heaven. Oh, that's the good. Oh, you missed the cat. Your breath. He's got gingivitis. Whew. Smells like pussy and farts. That's a good combo. That's a good combo. One of the funniest things I ever heard in my life, it smells like, was it Badusi or Badissi?
First one.
Badusi. Booty, dick, and pussy. That's what Badusi stands for. I don't remember who said it. I heard it once. It was in a movie. It was a black movie, I believe. Afro movie. What do you call it? Black exploitation.
Cat Williams, maybe.
Was it Cat? Oh, man. Cat's the funniest fucking. Man, that guy's funny. That guy is funny. He spits some truth, too. He'll talk some wild shit. But dissy. Booty, dick, and pussy. Anyways, back to highbrow. Highbrow, Craig. Love and light. God. Well, God invented Badissi, so what's... See?
Bernie Mac, I think it was.
Of course it was. I should have known that. God damn that man. That he was the best. Take care of yourself. That salt got him, I think. Heart attack, stroke. OG. Veteran legend. I already talked about him a bunch, but I'll just say it again. When I was watching the filming of Oceans 11 and 12 and shit, I think he was in the second one too. Anyways, Bernie Mac was so charismatic and he just had it, you know, the thing you need. You just had it to where they were telling stories to where when he spoke and he told stories, everybody shut up and listened to him. He was on set with Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Rob Reiner. Do you understand what kind of a fucking entertainer you got to be to make Brad Pitt go, I better listen to this guy? You know, that's crazy. That's so dope. Because most, you know, you tell Brad Pitt a story, he's like, motherfucker, I've been famous for 30 years. You ain't got shit on my stories. But Bernie, you know, he'd be like, I better listen to this. I'd be like, oh, yeah, Brad, did you try to hook up with your cousin? He's like, yes, I'm an alcoholic. He's like, I did. I'm Brad Pitt. You think I failed where you did. I went through with it because I'm a handsome man. I got blue eyes and a 12-pack, and I'm not talking about beer. Who wants to do some laundry? Mister, get back here. You're prisoner. Mister. You can let him out. Well, now that my cat ran out on me. No, this is a fun, innocent, sweet, lovely story. I was just petting the cat on the front lawn, smoking a doobie, and a neighbor walks by and he pets Mister. Mister's like the mascot. He goes up to everybody walking by and charms them. That's how I got his first name, Charmer. But motherfuckers try to kidnap him. That's the problem. Like, no, he's just friendly. He's just trying to get a sardine out of you, and it's working. You sucker. Look at his belly. He's fed. Come on now. Anyhow, this guy's like, oh my God, I love your cat. And he's like, mine just passed. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I know like an animal's a different kind of love. He's like, yeah, I had him for like 17 years. He's like, I still got 2 dogs though. And then he said, man, I love my animals. And then he goes, I love them more than my kids. And I could not stop laughing because I think he meant it. He's like, these pieces of shit don't give a fuck about me. He's like, I just give them my life and resources, and they treat me like shit with no respect. And I was like, yeah, a dog, you give 1 kibble and he'll love you for life. He meant it. That's sad and true. These fucking kids. I was that punk kid. I came around, though. Some kids don't come around. Fucking rotten kids. Wake up, you idiots. You'll regret it all later. Be nice to your parents. I was that shitty sugar kid, and I regret it. But I'm okay now. At least I woke up. Didn't happen till 29, though. Oof. Sorry about that first 29, mama. I'm still not perfect, but I'm at least conscious of it. Oh, speaking of that, we could tell this story. It's a bad story, but it's about how not to be. I'm not going to name anyone either. But homie hit me up like, hey, can you get my older brother into the show? Older brother, too. I was like, yeah, no problem. Put him on the guest list. Got into the show. Great show. Probably the best show of the weekend. Phoenix was fucking lit. I think there was only one weird show. Late show Friday night. This is weird, man. Fuck, they're just too hammered, bro. Just growls coming out of the dungeness corners of darkness because you can't see the lights in your face, so you just hear rah, rah. I'm like, what are you guys on? It's like, guys, it's still a show. You need to understand the words coming out of my mouth. Obviously, have your fun. It's your night out. You get the babysitter. Boy, shit, do you need 2 buckets of beer plus whatever you're on? Because when I looked at the people, they had a bucket of beer, and I'm like, who served them that? You could smell it. If they smell like my father, don't serve them liquor. He's gonna kill me. Anyways, this fucking piece of shit comes to the show. I get this dude in free, and then it was a great show. And then I'm shaking my hand, selling my hoodies, handshake, hugs, photos, or freebies. I say that whatever y'all want, come say hi to me. I sling a merch. I do the politicking. I love it. I'm grateful for them coming out. And I appreciate it, and it helps build your career. So I'm shaking the hands, and it's already like he's standing over there, like watching me. It's already weird. It's already weird vibes. I'm like, who is? Because keep in mind, I've never met this guy. I forgot to say that. I've never met this guy. And then I'm like, oh, these guys are weird. Like I already have weird energy, and they're 6 feet away. They're fucking hammered, And then he comes up and his breath is rancid. It's like, dude, it smelled like he had coke breath. And, or he doesn't brush his teeth, or he just vomited. But looking at him, he had coke breath. Like he can handle his liquor. I know. I was him. This is the moral of this story. I'm going to tell you his story and then my story that perfectly aligns up to the same exact behavior. And that's why I probably hate him, like, 'cause it's triggering. It's like, oh, I was you. I was that scum piece of shit that nobody likes. You're a succubus. You're a vampire. I already talked about it a bunch. But we can get out. That's the whole shit. We can get the fuck out. We don't have to stay there. Because I was this piece of shit. Anyways, this guy comes up. And then I go to shake his hand. And he goes in for a hug. And I'll hug everybody. I don't give a fuck. And I give him a big old hug. But then it's like a weird hug. It's like a side hug. And he's like a little bit taller than me. And then he makes the joke like, oh, you're not so tall now. You're tall on that stage, huh? And I'm like, all right, bro. And I push him away, and I'm like, you know, he was like punking me, but like a joke. Like it wasn't serious. I knew it wasn't that, but I've never met you. I've never fucking met you, bro. Like I'll do that with my homies I've known 10 years. I've never met you. You're shit-faced and think this is okay. I'm sober, shaking hands and be like, who are you? And this joke is not funny. If it was funny, I would laugh. People have called me names I can't even say on the podcast because they're gonna fucking ding me in my algorithm. I've been called the pussy face retard, and it brought me joy, and I laughed. So I'm saying, like, I like insults when the energy is good, and you know me, you know, like, and then it made me laugh. It's fun when it's not malicious. This guy's got this dark, horrible energy. Yeah, I know that sounds so hippie. You know it's true. You fucking meet people, you're like, oh, go away. You meet, nice person. Love that guy. Vibes, man. Vibe with your tribe. So he does that joke. And then I learned that I do know him. And I was like, oh, thanks for coming to the show. And then he's too hammered and like getting too close and like that talk. And I'm like, oh. And then I said something, because I'm feisty too. I don't even remember what I said. He's like, oh, you can't take a joke? Oh, that didn't even happen yet. Oh, I think he was like being weird again. And then I was like, all right, dude, I'm out. And I just walked away. And I went back into the showroom. And then I'm hanging out in the showroom, but the doors are open. I can hear him be like, this guy's just running away from me, huh? And I'm like, what? And I went back out there because I'm so feisty. And I was like, what's up, dog? I'm like right here. And I shook his hand. I was like, what's up, you know? And then I was just like, dude, he's like, you can't take a joke? I was like, it wasn't funny. It was hacky. And then he's like, you're sensitive for being short? I'm like, I'm 5'11". I'm not even short. Like, if I was 5 foot, I would have stabbed you in the back, you know, because I would be sensitive. And then he tagged me on the Instagram and be like, this guy ran away from me and was afraid of me. I was like, dog, I went right into you, eyes first, locked eye, because you were taken aback. You didn't expect that. And not that I was coming to fight you. I was just coming to be like, what do you, like, fuck off, bro. It wasn't that. You're just a drunk, weird piece of shit that was trying to, like, it was just, I can't explain it. I wish you saw it, but like everyone saw it. Like the staff was like, what was that guy's problem? You know? And I guess why I hate this guy so much is because he thinks that I'm the problem. The sober guy that just poured his heart out, telling jokes, trying to lift up spirits. Like, I'm trying to do good now. Or not even trying, doing good now. Fuck trying. I hate that word now because we are doing good. We are not on Oxycontin and alcohol and cocaine and amphetamines and Molly and acid. And maybe a little mushrooms. Yeah. Maybe a little mushrooms, marijuana. And some weed water, you know, but God made that. And the devil's in the narcotics and alcohol. And then I talked to their sibling, his sibling, and they're like, I'm so sorry. Like, he's such a piece of shit. Like, you have no idea. He constantly does these weird things. Like, he just rubs everybody the wrong way. And they told me the story where they got him a job, like a good job, like a $75,000, $1,000 a year job as a loser with no job. And he left for lunch and got shit-faced and never came back. And then said that, oh, sorry, I have to get my sibling out of jail, you know, because they got arrested, which was a complete lie. And that's so funny because that's the story that I have. I left a brand new job that a friend got me. It was actually Trader Joe's. My friend got me hired, and there was this big party my sister was throwing, and I want to go do drugs and get fucked up, but I worked and I was closing. I was like, I'll get there when it's almost over. It's cocaine, bro. It goes till the sun comes up. It ain't over. I had the cocaine. They don't do that shit. And then I left for lunch, went to the party, started drinking, and I didn't come back. And I lied and I said my grandmother fell. and I had to go to the hospital. And they're like, do you have any proof or evidence to this whatsoever? And I was like, nope. And they wrote me up. And I was like, so like, they told me that story. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, I was him, you know? But he never, that's my whole shit. He never grew up. He never went out of it. It's like, how do you, that life is exhausting. I led that life till 29. You know the fucking story. I didn't change my sheets for 2 years. I didn't open my mail for 2 years. I had expired tags, scabs on my nutsack. Girls still like me, though. Don't get it. Don't get it. Y'all attracted to losers, man. And aren't you sick of being that fucking loser, you know? Shots fired, but once again, I was that guy, so I know from experience. Like, grow up. You have to, or you don't have to. You don't. But you're just always going to be hungover. Always have to call and find out what happened. Who do I have to apologize to? Or you don't even do that and you're just complete scum, sociopathic, narcissistic piece of shit. You don't care about the flowers you just stepped on. You fucking garbage human. Wake up. If this is striking a chord to you and you don't want to listen to me, then I'm talking to you. You need to wake up. Fucking grow up, people. Maybe this is why the world's fucking going to shit. Maybe if people woke up and had accountability, we could start chopping off some corporations and put them on and actually have some sort of peaceful existence on this planet. We could grow our own oil. I'm tired of this shit. Hemp oil can save the world right there. You could grow oil. There's been 3 water cars. How many of those fuckers are going to kill? Nikolai Tesla was up to some shit. They got his inventions. Wake up. The solutions are out there. They're being suppressed. Open your eyes. Let's go electric. Oh, yeah, look at those lithium mines, you dumb fucks. Well, poor bastard. Poor bastard's kid is in that hole digging you that fucking Tesla battery. That's not the solution, you dumb fucks. Anyways. You know there's a lot of truth in that. That's why I'm laughing. You get spicy because you just see the world and you're like, wake up. There's solutions to 90% of this shit. We just don't implement them. Or we do it at extremely slow rates. You know, just enough. Quitting weed. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to. I'm gonna quit weed again, and I'm about to cry. Why are you quitting weed, Craig? You know, I'm quitting. I'm going to quit weed. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in the next week or 2. I might do like Sundays only, Day of the Lord. You know, we get to purge. Maybe just try to do weed waters or something. But I already know. I'm a fucking fiend. I'm an addict. It rules my life. Yes, I'm fine. I am fine on weed. My life doesn't crumble. It's not Oxycontin, heroin, cocaine, alcohol. But I already said that, but like I turn into the Batman, you know? Like I shouldn't fucking fly with weed, land, and then be like, where is it? And like unlock my luggage, get it out before the Uber, just to be high on the Uber ride to the hotel to function, you know? I don't need it, but I need it, you know? I don't like that. And I also smoke it like people smoke cigarettes. I smoke the vape like people vape. Like you shouldn't be going through cartridges every other day. They're free. They're not, you know, if I was buying them, I'd spread them out. But when they're free, you just fucking, you know? And I was even thinking like maybe with flour, because flour is more like vapes. You know, you just fucking smoke in the airport bathroom, just blow it in the toilet, flush, goes away. You know, I guess when I started jeopardizing my career with my flight status, I figured it was a time to quit weed. But I have my father in me like, Papa didn't raise no bitch. Do it. That's man's law. That ain't God's law. Who wrote that shit? It's bullshit. Is it right in your heart? Then do it. Oh, that's murder. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know? That's how my father taught me. It's a bitter pill to swallow, especially because I could get some ad money from marijuana, but I could be like Ron White. He's sober. He still sells tequila. Be like, hey, this weed's organic. Don't do what I did and smoke all day, every day. But if you want to get high before Lord of the Rings, I understand. I was even thinking like maybe I could be an appropriate stoner and like do it like that. You know, when the body wants, or it's fun and it's occasionally and it's appropriate. But I already know the answer to that.
Did you ever go to the hypnotist again?
No, I called him though, and he's booked out like 2-3 months out. He'd be saving them lives, you know. His lifesavers be getting booked out. And but I'm on his cancel list, so he calls me when there's cancels. And he called me once, but I was out of town. The cancel list is pretty quick because people be flaky and don't want to deal with their demons. Henceforth, that gentleman at the show. Oh, he won't wake up. That guy's long gone, dude. He fucking lost that $80,000, $75,000 a year job. You know what I mean? That won't wake you up. I don't know what will. I know this kid that died overdose, and that didn't wake him up. He's back. Clear.
Oh, shit.
You know? So I'm like, fucking, if meeting God won't wake you up, I don't know what will, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jesus. It just gets grosser and darker and weirder. It's very rare people learn how to do it correctly. There's like 2% of rock stars that learn how to function. They're functional cokehead and alcoholics. It's a thing. It does exist. It's rare though. You know, most of the time they get mentally ill or overdose. There's like Mick Jagger and there's like 8 Mick Jaggers. I don't even know the other 7. I'm just saying, I know they exist. It's a rare anomaly. It's like you either die or just become, dark eyes, just soulless. You're just like, oh, they ain't in there no more. There's no light left. Trying to be funny, but just being real. There's funny in there. You've seen the old dead eyes. You're like, oh, that guy's killed a guy. Oh, I ain't know you just stay over there. There's yeah. What was it? Oh, back to the quitting weed. Oh, fuck. It's all I have, man. You know? I don't want to. I feel like a little kid. I don't want to. I know, and there's a lot of people like, keep smoking, Craig. What's the problem? It's a weird thing. I'm a hippie. I believe in all this weird shit, you know? I know when I sacrifice something that I love and I'm attached to, something good comes in. It's happened every time. Every single time. Ask anyone in AA in sobriety. You give up heroin, God's like, hey, man, here's a house that's not heroin. Or like, I don't know. Stuff happens. I said that to a lot of my homies who were ready to get sober, and I started spitting in their ear. The homie Darius, when he was wobbling, but I knew he was ready. I can't say it in some fool's ears. I'd be like, fuck you. And I know, I understand, because I was that guy too. Like, fuck you. I'll fucking die, bitch. I don't need your help. I'd cuss that motherfucker's trying to help me. Be like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got a problem. Like, Craig, your car's flipped upside down. Fuck you, pussy. That's life. I ain't no bitch. I ain't got no problems. You do. You got a problem with me. Get the fuck out of here. That's a bad attitude. You need help. You need help. But you ain't ready for it. The whole saying, you can lead a horse to water. That's why I told my mama, like, dude, stop telling me to get sober. I'm going to get sober when I want to get sober. No one's going to tell me what to do at this second in time. When you're ready and you burn enough bridges, you get kicked out of enough homes, that you go, okay, all right, maybe get knocked out, face stomped, cousin thing raided, arrested 3 times. might get raped in jail. You start going, okay, I'm sorry, God. I'm so sorry. Thank you for not taking it to, my booty hole in jail getting touched. Because I would be a little dark. You think I'm dark now? Wait, fucking, I still have some of my innocence. But after that, that innocence is gone. You're getting fractured, Craig. You think I'm coming out of jail untouched? No, man, they're molesting me in there. I'll be like, you don't want to know what I had to do in there. It was a different part of my life. I want to open for Louis now. That's nothing. Come on me, Louis. You don't know what I did in there. I'm sorry. I love and respect Louis. I'm a comic. We write jokes on the riff. That made sense, right? I'm just saying that molestation is a lot less than what would happen to me in prison if I continued on drugs and narcotics and alcohol. And my mother she always bails me out, but that's the problem. They're the enablers, but it's unconditional love. Thank you, Mommy, because Daddy said, leave him in there. Leave him in there. Do you know what they do to me in there, Dad? Of course he does. He's been in there, too. But he's too old. They ain't fucking with him. They want that young meat. He's got that old, flabby, white Boston ass. They want that young, half Chicano ass. You know what I'm saying? That L.A. Ooh, we got some L.A. versions up in here. No, come on, I'm on your side. I'm Sureño. West Side. I don't know. Okay, I'm Aryan. Whatever you want me to be. I'll do anything. Don't make me do it. They're like, anything? No, that's not what I meant. Jesus, I'd rather take it in the ass than suck a dick. You know what I'm saying? How did we get here, Craig? How did we get here? Well, you go to trial for 4 charges. You start thinking things. You're like, I thought I was going to jail for 2 years. Thankfully, in LA, it's so overcrowded, you serve 10% of the time. If I was in anywhere but Los Angeles, all 2 years. No. Anyhow, what happened? What happened? See, that's the whole point. Full circle. I thought all those thoughts, and it made me go, I better change something, because this is bad. This is a bad, that's about how smart as I get. This is a bad. It doesn't need to be bigger words than that. You get the fucking gist of it. That's the whole saying. Out of bad could come something good, because if you're facing 2 years in jail and you look like this and you ain't got muscles, you're going to change. You're going to change. So I guess my moral of the story, go commit a mild petty crime. Get caught for it. Then have an existential crisis. Oh my God, I'm gonna die in there. And then you'll change. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. Enough of that. This is just turning into the weirdest comedic self-help podcast. And I'm fine with that. Because have you seen outside? Every time I turn on the news, what else happened? Kanye is going nuts. I'm tired of that, though. I'll spit my thoughts on Kanye. Music, still love him. Obviously, he's spitting some pretty ignorant stuff out there. Big butt. I like Dame Dash's take on it. This is his words, not mine, but I would like to share them because in case you didn't hear it, that motherfucker said, Van Gogh's genius, right? And everyone agreed, like, yeah, Van Gogh cut his ear off. He's mentally ill, right? Yeah, he cut his ear off. Yeah. Van Gogh, there was no cameras. He's like, there's cameras now. Kanye is Van Gogh. He's a genius. He's cutting his ear off. Stop filming him. And I was like, touche. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Fool's fucking so mentally ill and everyone keeps filming him. Stop. Like, just stop. He's not well. Anyways, that's just, I agree with that. Obviously, he's saying, I stopped following it. It's like, I don't want to watch. I still want to listen to Donda. It helps heal me on my flights. All right? This job's very hard and it's tiring. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying you have these little refills called caffeine, marijuana. Oh, no, Craig. Look at me. You You could just see the sadness in my eyes. I can't even fake it. I'm like, nah, man, fuck Kanye. Give me weed. I don't want to quit. What was I talking about? Yeah, just fucking stop filming them, man. We'll talk about success. Did I give the full story about my relationship with American Express? I think I briefly touched it. That's why I wanted to talk about it again.
In pieces, I think.
In pieces. The American Express. Hey, man, this is about full circle. You already know what it is. Get out. I got a positive message. I probably can't even read it. It'll make me cry because that's why I got into this shit. Because all this shit I just spit, I spit it throughout all my podcasts, and it's like, I think it's why I'm put on this planet, to show the knuckleheads that you can get out. If you got scabs on your nutsack, you can get out. And somebody messaged me exactly that. They're like, hey, man, I don't want to read it. I'm going to cry. But they're in rehab now, and it's because I help them realize that you can get out. That's the whole point. Like, you can get out, and that's what my tweaker homies who got sober, I was like, oh, shit. You ain't doing this no more, bro. I was like, whoa, if you could do it, I could do it. Ron White got sober. If he can do it, you could do it. That's that whole shit. So many crackheads get sober, and some people don't, and they fucking die, and that's sad. And this American Express spawned that thought because I had American Express. I was good Craig. It doesn't just start off fucking getting face stomped Craig. There's a process to that. It starts off innocent, You've heard the story. I took pills at a party in high. Oh, Vicodin. That's not. Oh, I'll take one when I'm drunk. Oh, two. Okay. Oh, we'll take them tomorrow. Oh, you take 4. It feels better. Oh, let's take 6. Oh, Norcos. Oh, Oxycontin. Oh, Dilaudid. Oh, liquid morphine. Num, num, num. You graduate. Thank God I didn't start shooting up because a lot of my friends and family did. And, a lot of them aren't with us anymore. Hang on there. Let me get a little coffee. They're dying out there. Anyways. I owed American Express 30 grand from my drugged out days, and I just started going to titty bars and buying cocaine and buying girls drinks because I knew, I was going down. But I was like, hey, you could go to titty bars and buy champagne and do coke and get your dick sucked, and then you just report your credit card stolen, So I did that a couple times, but after 1-2 times, you start getting investigated. And they're like, why do you keep getting your cards stolen at titty bars, and Target and, and bar scenes. You give them expired credit cards, and then I'll hold your card. We'll run it at the end of the night. No problem. Drinks on me. And so I was that guy. I like to have a good time. I'm generous. I like to treat even if I don't have the money. And so we cashed out. They give you those checks too. So I was writing checks, American Express checks, paying rent with 18-19% compounding interest, paying off another credit card to max out this. You could pay off. It's not good, but actually it's a good trick if you're in a pinch. Is it punch or pinch?
Pinch.
Son of a bitch. You get punched so many times throughout your life, you just change it. Also, get knocked out, you'll change. And you need help. I should have knocked that guy out. He was pretty big, though. I don't know if I could have done it. If I had backup, we could have stomped his head and be like, wake up. It helped wake me up. Thank you, Hidalgo, for stomping my head. We all learned a lot about ourselves that night. And I'm sorry for making you go there. And I know he's sorry for stomping me because it messed him up a little bit, too. How funny is it that I'm the guy that got my face stomped, and in reality, the emotional baggage and damage that came with it, he's probably more messed up than me. But I'm used to it, dog. Anyways, so American Express, I had good credit. I had stocks. I had a 3-ring binder of all my finances. I had printouts. I had impeccable credit. Like shit, I was A plus, almost plus. I think I was 780. I was near 800. I think that's a perfect score, right?
I think you get to like 850 or
850.
something. But it's
I
really,
was
that's really
fucking
good.
up there. Never paid anything late. Cut to narcotics, then the sheets don't get washed. And then the mail, it's fucking drinking 2 bottles of wine just to be able to sleep at night because my anxiety is so bad that I couldn't even sleep unless I was on severe amounts of alcohol or pills, The cocaine wasn't helping. I'd take cocaine with Oxycontin and just be like, Anyways, so I had all these credit cards and all these high limits, and I was, I was 18, 19, 20, irresponsible. And then I didn't pay them for 2 years. And then they start calling you, and then they say, we're coming after your wages. But my sister worked at the bank. They're like, they're coming. So I took all my money out. You can't get shit now, bitch. I ain't got no money. And then I never paid them, and they call me and they harass you. This is actually fucked up on their part, what they do, but it doesn't work on me. But they call your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, and try to shame you into paying. I'm like, my uncle doesn't like me. I owe him money. He knows. He knows. You think you're going to shame me? Hey, Mex, you think get that money out of me? I owe him $500. He punched me in the stomach. That's what the sucker punch was for. He punched me. Is another uncle. That's different. Anyways, and it's just funny. That's fucked up. What if I was sensitive? Motherfuckers are out there sensitive, have anxiety. They're on head meds and shit. They're suicidal. You're calling their aunt? That's hard on them? You're going to push some motherfucker over there to commit suicide. I've seen those financial documentaries. There's like 2 every year that we know about. And, yeah, didn't work on me, though. I'm like, fuck you, bro. I don't give a shit. Send me another credit card, see what happens. And also, yeah, you don't have to have money to have high limits. You just have to have good credit. Because I wasn't even an adult yet, and they're giving me like $30,000 limits. I was like, I got $2,000 saving. What are you doing? I was an investor. I had put it all in stocks, and then I'd end up selling those stocks to cash out for drugs and rent money because I had no job, and I was a loser at that point. I didn't start out loser. It goes downhill real quick though. Anyways, full circle, back to I have an American Express card. Not only do I have an American Express card, I just got platinum. I'm platinum. I got that metal card. You know what that means? That means you don't have to have money to have a platinum card. That's what that means right there. No, we're on our way. We got good credit. We're back. I built it up slowly over the last 4 years since getting fired. The day I got fired, I went to Wells Fargo and applied for a credit card. So like, I'm going to need this. I don't know where my future's going. And then I lied to them saying I have steady income and a job, and I got it because the dude, he was the homie, and I ring him up every day. And then I got it. I was like, and then after I was like, I got fired, bro. He's like, oh shit. I hope I get my money. See how quick I caught that dodgeball, homie. Dodgeball. That's also child abuse. I'm just kidding. We won't go there again. Yeah, just full circle, man. That's crazy. I owed them $30,000, and they never got their money. But time heals all wounds. Time heals all wounds, because I never paid them a fucking penny. They sold that debt to so many firms, and every year it'd be like a new person. You still trying, dog? You still think it's been 7 years? Give up. I have friends and family that disowned me. You should too. Grow up, American Express, or whatever debt collecting firm, whatever piece of shit debt consolidation firm is trying to make some innocent, sweet person feel suicidal for their 18% compound interest. Oh, that's why I actually didn't say pay. I remember now. Because I have a good heart and I do like to pay my debts, but I think I owed 18 and they wanted like 15 G's on top of that because of penalties. And then it was like, at some point it equaled what I owed. And I was like, oh no, like I'll give you the 18, maybe 20, my bad, but you're not getting an extra 10, 15 G's. You know, it was criminal. I know I did it. I know, but you know, it's still criminal on their part. That's what made me go, fuck you. And back to that platinum card, though. This isn't going to be funny. So that platinum has a steep yearly fee. But, big but, if you are a traveler, it is worth it. Because they charge you like $500-$600 annually, but you get like straight up $1,500 of goods and services that you will use if you travel. If you don't travel, it's not for you. It's a travel card. You get 5 times. I should work for them now. See, full circle, full circle. You get 5 times miles rewards. 5 times, not 2 times. You know what I mean? That's a lot of miles. I travel a lot. Then you get free Sky Clubs, dude. Do you know how much money you save on food if you're at the airport? The Sky Clubs have free food, free coffee, free espresso, Nespresso, like fancy shit, rich people shit. Shit I'm not used to yet, you know. I'm fucking loving this shit. I'm like, they can always tell because I go in. I'm like, they let me in, and I feel like I snuck in. You just show the card. Free food at the airport will save you, if you travel like I do, will save you so much money. Free TSA pre-check, free global entry, free clear. Well, you know, you got to pay the piper, but those services that I use in itself, if the food alone takes away the fee of what I mean, you could plan ahead and bring lunch, but you know, you get up at 3:30 in the AM. It's, you know, you're going to buy some Jersey Mike's, okay? Free Jersey Mike's in certain Sky Lounge. I love Jersey Mike's. Good turkey provolone, number 7. Number 7. It's just, I'm just pretty happy now, which is weird. Only took my whole life. No, it goes ebbs and flows, but you know what it is. We just try to keep it positive. The moments of happiness are when you pull out and you realize where you started and where you are now. If you think about what you don't have, you're going to go nuts. Comparison is a joy killer. You know, if I think about the fucking Lil Weezy has the black card. I want the black card. You ain't Lil Weezy, bitch. You're on your way, but you know, be happy with what you got. You got platinum. You didn't have shit 4 years ago. You had the prepaid credit card, Craig. They didn't trust you with $6. Now look at you. You got a $10,000 limit that you're abusing. No, now my role as being an adult, no matter what you put on it, you pay it off. No matter what. No ifs, ands, what's about it. You don't want to go down that debt rabbit hole. You fucking already did it. Don't do it again. That's so funny. God bless you, American Express. I'm a firm believer in second chances, not thirds. Even though I was given about 900 in my life with my shit. Because you expend energy. I love you. I wish you well. I'll try to help you. I'll try to help you 2 times. 3rd times, I'm struggling, bro. I can't have you take me down because of your bullshit and your negative baggage. I'm trying to go up. When you get back up here, I'll help you back up. But, you know, it's protect your energy, people. There's too many succubuses out there. They could be in your own family. It could be your own mother. They're not my mother, thank God. But I, as a homie, was just talking about his trials and tribulations with his mama, and I've never experienced anything like that. And it's made me go like, maybe you shouldn't see her. And I don't know how to say that as a human. I'm like, but that's your mom. You came out of them. No. But some fools, I'm like, you just, like, I remember being like a buddy, and we're not going to name names, but he's like, I don't like my mom. I'm like, dude, don't say that. And then I went to his brother, who's the sweetest, kindest person. I was like, tell him not to say that. And he went, well, you haven't met her mom. And it was with sadness. And I was like, oh, shit, what'd she do to you? You know? And that's weird saying about moms. Usually it's the dad. You know, that's an easier guy. You don't come out of his pussy. So it's easier. Not yet, anyways. Yeah. So just protect yourself. It's hard because it can be friends or families or lovers and loved ones you're attached to. And it's hard to say, like, this person's bad for me when they're an integral part of your life. But if they constantly drag you down, you know. I'm a fan of running in the cave and hiding. Just leave for milk and never come back. They don't need an explanation. If they're that bad of a person, they deserve it. Or maybe you are not, and you just have no clue. Anyways, how long we been rolling there, Ty?
Just shy of an hour.
Okay. I don't really have a poop story other than I'm 99% sure McDonald's gave me bubble guts and food poisoning that I've been having a little alien in there going, and it feels like tapeworms are coming out of my ass. So shout out to McDonald's. I guess that's what I get for eating it at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. What happened there, Craig? They put an H in there. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. on the road home. Did Phoenix with my homie Eric Myers and Zach from Montana. That's his Instagram handle. That's why I said that. And it was a good time. Phoenix, you're turned up. Minus one piece of shit. But it's okay because it led to a good podcast rant. Hopefully wake up some more soils. And once again, I'm not casting judgment. Or maybe I am. And the only reason I am because I was the motherfucker. It's not, it's merely a mirror. It's a mirror to wake up. We're all mirrors. If you get triggered by somebody, you're probably doing some shit. They're like, oh, I do that, don't I? Damn it. Damn it, daddy. That's why that rubs me the wrong way. I do it too. Now I gotta stop the cycle. Why don't you stop it? I don't want to go to the hypnotist. I want to rub my nuts in the sand and look at fat asses and not grow. That's easier. I want cheeseburgers and big booties oiled up. And drugs. But that's not a higher path. I'll tell you what, it's way more fun though. It ain't the higher path. It's not. Family's the way, But you grew up watching hip hop your whole life. It's also funny. Like, you grow up watching Hugh Hefner and Playboy Mansion and all that, but then he's 80 with like 3 girlfriends. You're like, oh, that got dark. Oh, that's not natural. That's weird. Rather just grow old with one old dusty pussy. You know what I'm saying? One old dusty dick for one old dusty pussy. That's weird. I'm a fan of it in your youth, though. Go out. Go fuck everybody. Raw dog, pull out. Do it up. Make sure you get out. Pull out, too. You're going to get stuck with the crazy. Wee! You going to get stuck? I know so many people that got stuck. You see it in their face. Like, you got who knocked up? Enjoy that nightmare of a ride. Whew. Anyways. What else, Craig? What can we end on? Anything. That's all the notes. I did my homework. I did. See, this is the cheap. See, this is why you spend the extra. These things all over the place. Just because I rip it aggressively. Just because I can't rip it. Want me to rip it slow? Amazon Basics. Bezos working with the CIA on a fucking cloud. Did you know that one? Mm-mm. Yeah, of course you don't. Eat some mushrooms and start rubbing your nuts in the soil. You get the downloads. No, it's not conspiracy. That's a government contract. That's a real thing. He's working on some sort of cloud. The CIA and Jeff Bezos are working on a cloud. Some iCloud. I don't know. The cloud to store stuff. It's like, did we vote on that? Oh, okay. We can end on this. And on a happy, I hope I get a rant out of this because I ran out of my notes. Any questions? Any suggestions? The Costco special. I love Costco so much. I can't stop going. I bought this steamer iron thing. $14.99 cheaper than Amazon. Go suck it, Jeff Bezos. I'm going to Costco. Union job. They get benefits. They get health care. They get dental. They got a rotten tooth because of Kool-Aid or cocaine. They get it fixed. Support Costco. Fuck Sam's Club. Non-union. Waltons. Look them up. Nestle, most evil corporation on planet. Wake up. The corporations are the devils. Anyways, who owns them? This is the best product ever. It's a steamer and an iron. First of all, I think you can gather by looking at me, I'm not an ironing kind of guy. But I do the stage, you know. Look at Conant. You support me. I know you're a corporate cocksucker too. But I iron now because I wear these shirts on stage and I headline, and then 50 minutes, 45 to an hour, you get sweaty. So they start to stink. So I have to start washing these now because I never used to wash them. In the lifetime of a flannel I'd have for 10 years, I would wash it like 2 times, maybe 4. It ain't much. Maybe annually. And you just put them in the wind. The wind kind of gets rid of the pit stain pretty decently. I'm not joking. That is not a joke. It's not going to get rid of all of it, but it actually gets rid of a bulk of it. I tried the freezer. I found that to be bullshit. It didn't work for me. Anyways, I get these nice-ass flannels. You wash them, but then they come out all fucking wrinkled. And then I'm wearing this wrinkled-ass nice flannel on stage, and you can see it in the photos. So I was like, oh, fuck. So it's only the vanity of Hollywood. But I still don't really care. I'm just doing it. It's like, oh, you do look a little sloppy up there. I'm on stage. People pay to see me. You got to be presentable. So I bought a fucking iron. And the whole point to this rant is, dude, get a steamer. Steamer. What iron? What is that? That iron is like it's obsolete. You leave it on there too long, you leave a little burn mark. It gets too hot. This, that. This steamer shit, you just hang it up and you just steam it and it goes through the whole shirt and then it's just not wrinkled and it's so easy. And I'm a lazy fuck. And also it's kind of just more fun. Like an ironing board, I gotta get an iron board out. I gotta heat it up. I gotta touch it. Is it hot? Is it? Oh, it's hot. You know how many times you melt your fucking finger to see if it's fucking hot?
I don't think you have to touch it.
Well, I'm different. And I want to burn myself every time because I'm off my rocker and I like pain. Any other masochists out there? Thank God I don't like pain during sex. Oh, you guys, get some help. Fucking imagine that. Punch me. No. What show was I at? This happened at a show. Damn it. I don't know who was on stage. I hope they clipped it up. But they're talking about sexy stuff. It was a comedian on stage. And then they're like, who likes some of the stuff, sexy stuff? And someone like shouted, I like to be choked till I pass out. And they're like, oh my God. I think it was a clip I saw on the internet. I don't even think I saw it live. They're just like, they had some tat for tats. But that's when I'm like, go to therapy. Maybe the hypnotherapist should be on the speed dial for you. Just saying. That's not good. I want you to kill me. That's the only way I come. That's not good, guy. Go seek help. Ayahuasca in the desert, anything. Whatever you got to do. Oh, no, I forgot where I was going. Where am I going with this? What was I talking about?
We were talking about steamer iron.
Steamer iron. How did I get there?
Because you touch the iron.
Oh, and I always do it, and I
Yeah.
always burn myself. Masochist, sickos. Yeah, that connects. It all connects. But boy, that is, man, this ADD is hard to roll with. Yeah, I first of all, ADD, ADHD heads out here. I got both or squared or whatever. I don't really like the label, but when you look at the checklist, I was like, oh, I got it. But also, I ain't no bitch though. We taking this shit. I ain't taking no Adderall. We're taking it. We're walking to the garage wondering why we walk there. Just stay there long enough. It'll come to you, Craig. It's hard to navigate life, but I ain't taking those pills. I took them for 8 years. Maybe 10. I don't know. It's a little blur. 6, 7, 8, 9 years. People like to tell you like, what was it? I could tell you from pictures maybe. Oh, that was my cocaine era. It comes and goes with finances and what you can get at the time. Oh, I'm friends with a lot of coke dealers. Oh, there's Hyper Craig. Oh, I'm friends with a lot of Oxycontin dealers. Oh, there's Happy Craig. Happy Craig. But also painfully sad on the inside, Craig. Happy surface happy. Happiest you've ever been surface, but saddest you've ever been on the soul. Back to... How did you get there from a fucking steamer, Craig? This is your rant to end positively. I was gonna be like, I'm an adult now. I iron my shirts, and now you're fucking. Well, get an iron. Grow up. That's the moral of this podcast. This episode. Grow up, you fucking pussies. I'm just kidding. People are like, no, just happy to. It's to the youth too. Good luck, man. That shit's just this shit's coming to me later in life. When I look at kids and I'm a hypocrite. I'm judging them, but I'm like, oh my God, you were way worse at their age. You had no clue. You weren't awake yet. This, that, you know, or conscious of what's going down. So I guess have passion and empathy. I said compassion and patience. I got to work on that patience. It's like, get off meth now. You're like, fool, it took you 10 years. but just do it at your own pace. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. And then we will end this. To my sober people or out there struggling with sobriety, I love the program, and it did save my life, and it can and will continue to save lots of souls. But sometimes in the community, they have such a I don't know how else to say this. They just have such a hard-written rule of this is how it's done, to where there's ebb and flows of how it can be done. For the most part, they are correct, and they've seen people slightly go out of these lines and fall off and smoke crack and lose their house. So I get the rigorous guidelines. But what I don't like about like the hardcoreness of some programs of like sobriety, like for instance, like I know a friend that had 4 years sobriety, but he's going through some things. He had some drinks, but he drank 2 times, you know, which obviously don't drink because I saw him and it gets really bad, you know. But he called me. I'm like, hey, ain't no thing. You sober now, right? You know, I like the analogy of you drank 2 times in the last 4 years. Before that, you drank every night of your life. If you said in your past, wow, I drank 2 times for 4 years, first of all, you wouldn't even believe it because you don't even think you're capable of it. That is an accomplishment of itself. So what I'm saying is, don't let one mishap make you feel so down and so shitty about yourself that you stay down there. Just be like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. You acknowledge it, pick yourself up by your own bootstraps, and then just go about your day. And then it was just one bad day instead of 10 years gone downhill. And because when you put that pressure on there, and that also doesn't mean use this as an excuse to fucking drink, motherfucker. Don't lie to yourself. That's a lie. Be honest. This means if you do slip up, because it is hard, just know to hop right back on. It ain't no thing. And go right back on the train. Or wagon. I get it all wrong. I don't like that. Like, oh no, he's gone. No, he's not. It's one day. It's one day. Get back. You know? Like, it bugged me when I was like, I smoke weed now. People are like, oh no. It's like, it's been a year, bitch. I'm doing great. I'm fine. I know I probably should put it down and I would go higher. So I'm going to do that because I'm honest with it, but I'm probably going to shed a tear over it. And I'll be back to weed. Weed is my congruent. It's because I follow Huberman, that damn scientist. He ruined it for me because he's a scientist, and the instinctual gut feelings I'm getting from weed. I'm like, all right, it healed you. It was of service. You don't need it anymore. Now it's becoming fiend addiction. It's not being of service. You should get out. I was feeling that. And then Huberman tells me scientific facts of what's going through my body's actually. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. You're backing up my gut instinct. And that's when I go, okay, it's time. And also, my vape pens keep breaking, like weird coincidences. I had 3 brand new vape pens and all these brand new cartridges, and they all died, and I charged them, and then they all came apart, brand new. And I was delicate with the next 2, because you don't think this old fiend wanted to hit his little vape? I can't smoke flower as much, because Sadie hates the smell, and I get it. I smell like roaches, and I go to kiss her. I got to wash my hands and brush my teeth, you know. And then people will be like, that's judgmental. It's like, no, who wants to kiss smoke mouth? I don't want a smoke mouth. No one wants smoke mouth. It tastes like smoke. So there's signs, you know, and I also dropped 2 other, and then of those 3, I still found 2 more, and then I dropped 2 and like cracked the cartridge, and I'm down to my last one, and I should give it to you, but I'm not. We're going to finish that cartridge today. And it's just, the signs are there if you pay attention. The universe, Buddha, Allah, God's vagina, it's speaking to you. And, so those are my thoughts on weed. And yes, I'll be back, to weed, because it is a medicine and it can be helpful. And then I'll probably abuse it and have to quit it again. Or maybe not. Maybe this hypnotherapist will finally make me grow up and have some structure in my subconscious. Anyways, I absolutely love you all. My fan base is the shit. You guys are so positive too. You show up to all my shows. Some of y'all take Molly and mushrooms before the show. You know, maybe after the show. You're not going to understand the show. It's been happening about once a weekend now. I'm like, you guys, stop growling in the corner. You can't understand jokes on Molly. I'm not a band. You could go see Tame Impala on drugs. I don't work. You're laughing at the wrong moments. It's funny though. It's not funny. Stop it. Anyways, I love you all, my fan base. You show up to my shows. They tell me they listen to the pod. I'm always like, oh shit, you know me, but better than me. You know, I'm like, oh, what did I say that one? I don't remember. And I just love you all from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. And to anyone that's helped me out over the years sharing my shit, Chatty Broads, Broad Squads, they show up to every show. And it's just crazy. I love you all. Please rate, review, like, subscribe, turn on your little bell. I'm going to get the Patreon going. We're going to turn it into a different format, though. I can't handle new episodes every week. I tour 45 cities a year. I'm just going to give it to you early and have a small donation button, like if you want to support the pod, because we're not sponsored yet. You'll be our sponsors. Doesn't mean you get to control my life either, because some people are like, I gave him $1, let me tell him what to do. No, bitch, this is my life. Suck my nuts dipped in diarrhea. You live your life. Unless you see me spiraling downhill and you're like, Craig, get out. I'll be like, okay, you're right. Motherfuckers telling motherfuckers what to do. That's what led me to more drugs. You're like, I'll do it. Oh, yeah? Don't do it. I'll take 4 now. You shut the fuck up. I ain't no bitch. Anyways, I love you all. Love and light. Go in nature. Go in the ocean. Go recharge. Fuck institutions and corporations. Support your mom and pops and your fellow brother and sister. I love you all. God bless. Vibrate higher. Peace out.